relationship between toys and media has been tight long before He-Man and My Little Pony came on the scene. Back in the Victorian era, everyone wanted to own a frozen Charlotte, a porcelain doll named for a harrowing ballad about the fatal consequences of vanity. Let's play dollies, kids, and I'll tell you the story about a woman who froze to death on the toilet.
Fucked up fairy tales with Liz.
Okay, Death on the Toilet was indeed the name of an article about a woman who supposedly froze to death while going through her lengthy get ready with me routine. But the toilet in question was more like toilette, aka her dresser, not her pooper. This story, and a similar true account of a woman who froze to death on the way to the ball because she refused to put a blanket over her beautiful fit, led to a folk ballad popularized by writer Seba Smith and folk singer William Lorenzo Carter, titled Fair Charlotte. Young Charlotte lived by the mountainside, in a lonely, dreary spot. No other dwelling for 3 miles round except her father's cot. And yet on many a winter's eve young swains would gather there, for her father kept a social abode, and she was very fair. Her father liked to see her dressed just like some city belle. She was the only child he had, he loved his daughter well. Her hair was black as raven's wings, her skin was lily fair, and her teeth were like the pearls of white, none with her could compare. At a village just 16 miles off, there's a merry ball tonight. Although the air is freezing cold, her heart is warm and light, and there she watched with an anxious look till a well-known voice she heard, and driving up to the cottage door, young Charles in his sleigh appeared. The mother to her daughter said, "These blankets round you fold, for it is a dreadful night, you know, you'll catch your death of cold." Oh no, the darling cried. She laughed like, and I'm so sorry for this, a gypsy queen. For to ride in blankets muffled up, I never could be seen. The gloves and bonnet being on, they jumped into the sleigh, and away they did ride o'er the mountainside and the hills so far away. There is music in the sounds of bells as over the hills they go. What a creaking wake the runners make as they bite the frozen snow. And away they then go silently till 5 cold miles were past. And Charles, with these few frozen words, the silence broke at last. "Such a night as this I never knew, my lines I scarce can hold." With a trembling voice young Charlotte cried, "I am exceeding cold. How very fast the freezing air is gathering on my brow." With a trembling voice young Charlotte cried, "I'm growing warmer now." When they reached the inn, young Charles jumped out and gave his hand to her. "Why sit you there like a monument and have no power to stir?" Okay, I don't mean to be insensitive, but this is taking forever. Long story short, she froze to death on the way to the ball. They mourned the loss of their daughter dear, and Charles mourned o'er her doom, until at last his heart did break. Now they both slumber in one tomb. Now, the Frozen Charlotte doll was not created for this song, nor was the song created on behalf of the doll. It was more of a happy accident. This song was popularized around the time Germany began producing these little dolls, which had both a frozen solid body and a frosty white exterior. So Frozen Charlotte was more of a pet name for these toys, and the moniker took off. The dolls came in various sizes. Teeny tiny ones were used as charms in fruitcakes, sort of like the king cake Mardi Gras tradition. But they were produced all the way up to 18-inch doll sizes, so maybe American girls should consider reviving the tradition. One lovely aspect of the Frozen Charlotte doll is that they were very affordable, unlike a certain doll brand I just mentioned. Sometimes they were called penny dolls, because that was the going rate at times. And just this year, some fantastic nerds at Marvel created a villain for the Incredible Hulk named Frozen Charlotte, who is an ice wraith who lures children away and stores their souls into dolls. Neat! The lesson here is bundle up, kids. Make your fashionable entrance once you're inside. In fact, take a cue from fairy tales. If you hide your amazing ensemble in a ratty old warm bundle of fur and blankets, your glamorous look will stun even further with the big reveal. I'm sharing more morbid, less merry stories all Christmas season here and some extras on the Patreon. ton. Also, in case you didn't know already, I wrote a book. I wrote a book and it's getting published. It's getting published by Norton. So keep an eye out for more info on that in the new year. And until then, I'll see you for the next Fucked Up Merry Tale.